request your cooperation by supporting the teams in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or spectators will not be tolerated on our grounds for removal from the stadium. Tonight is senior night. Bluefield University will recognize our seniors on the football team and in the band and show our gratitude for their hard work and dedication to BU. We will begin our presentation with our cheer team and senior Cassidy Dyer. Cassidy is joined by her parents, Scott and Tasha Dew. She is a double major of psychology and criminal justice. Cassidy's favorite sports moment at BU was being selected as captain and walking on the field for senior homecoming court. Her favorite scripture is Jeremiah 1:12. After graduating, Cassidy plans to work in substance abuse rehabilitation. Ladies and gentlemen, Cassidy Dyer. Our other cheer team senior is Carrie Ann Moss. Carrie Ann is escorted by her mom and dad, John and Robin Moss. Carrie Ann is an elementary education major. Her favorite sports moment at BU was placing fourth at the UCA Cheer Nationals at ESPN in Disney World. Her favorite scripture is Esther 4:14. Perhaps this is the moment for which you were created. After graduating, Carrie Ann looks to continue teaching in an elementary school and pursue a master's degree. Ladies and gentlemen, Carrie Ann Moss. And now we turn to our football team. Our first football senior is Dustin Barker. Dustin is accompanied tonight by his mother, grandmother, father, and his sister. Dustin graduated from BU with a degree in business administration and is presently working on his master's in healthcare administration. His favorite sports moment at BU was becoming the winningest football team in school history. His words of wisdom are, don't quit, keep going. After obtaining his master's degree, Dustin looks to become a healthcare administrator. Ladies and gentlemen, Dustin Barker. Next, we have Jaquan Ebron. Jaquan is joined by his mom and dad, Demisha and Lindsay Ebron, and his brothers Deontay and Zuriel Ebron. Jaquan is a psychology major. His favorite moment at BU was catching the two-point conversion against Emory and Henry that gave the Rams the win. Jaquan's favorite scripture is Proverbs 27:2. After graduation, Jaquan plans to work in the FBI. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaquan Ebron. Our next senior is Jalen Grant. Jalen is being escorted by his dad, Thomas, his mother, Linda, and his girlfriend, Maitland. Jalen is a sports management major at BU. His favorite sports moment at BU was when Matthew Trevelyan scored his first touchdown. His words of wisdom are, you can't look at a glass half full or empty if it's overflowing. After graduating, Jalen plans to figure out how to get rich. Ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Grant. Next is Sam Kirtley. Sam is escorted by his father, John Kirtley, his mother, Donna Kirtley, brother John Kirtley, and his aunt, Cheryl Van Natten. Sam is pursuing his master's degree in justice administration. His favorite sports moment at BU was becoming the winningest team in school history. Sam's favorite scripture is Matthew 5:9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. After completing his degree, Sam plans to become a member of the Bedford County, Virginia Sheriff's Office. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Kirtley. Our next senior is George Payne. George is accompanied by McCullough Day, George Payne Sr., and Araya Payne. He is a criminal justice major. George's favorite sports moment at BU were his tackles for loss against KCU last year. His words of wisdom are, when you're up against the trouble, meet it squarely face to face. After graduating, George plans to get married and go into coaching while trying to become a probation officer. Ladies and gentlemen, George Payne. And now we have Keshawn Ridgel. Keshawn is escorted by Angie and Tony Ridgel. He is a sports management major. Keshawn's favorite sports moment at BU was getting a pick six in the first game and building a new family and making new friends and bonds. His words of wisdom are, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. After graduating, Keshawn hopes to find available coaching positions and start his coaching career. Ladies and gentlemen, Keshawn Ridgel. And now we present Daryl Patrick. Daryl is escorted by his mom and dad, Daryl and Trina Patrick. Daryl is a graphic communication major. Daryl's favorite sports moment at BU was when he made his first tackle in college. After graduating, Daryl plans on going to graduate school to pursue his master's degree. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Daryl Patrick. Our next senior is Antoine Jermaine Curtis Shaw. Antoine is accompanied by his dad, Antoine Shaw, and his mom, Tyresha Shaw. He is a history education major at BU. Antoine's favorite sports moment at Bluefield was when the Rams beat Emory and Henry. His favorite scripture is 1 Corinthians 10:31. Whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do all to the glory of God. After graduating, Antoine plans to teach U.S. history at schools in Southwest Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, Antoine Shaw. Next, we have Matt Trevelyan. Matt is escorted by his dad, Ben Trevelyan. He is a psychology and human services major. Matt's favorite sports moment at BU was catching the game-winning touchdown to upset Emory and Henry, as well as being named an AP All-American tight end last season. His words of wisdom are, believe everything happens for a reason, and age is just a number. His favorite scripture is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. After graduating, Matt looks to apply for internships in hopes of becoming a children's crisis counselor in the Richmond area. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Trevelyan. Our next senior is Bryce Verbal. Bryce is joined by his mom and dad, Jill and Jim Verbal, and his brothers Brett Verbal and Alex Kirtley. He is a forensic science major with a minor in criminal justice. Matt's favorite sports moment at BU was throwing for 6 touchdowns against St. Andrews during his junior season. His favorite scripture is 1 Corinthians 10:31. So whether you eat, drink, or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. After graduating, Bryce looks to begin work as a forensic technician. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryce Verbal. Next we have Timothy David Weldon. Escorting Tim are his mom, Barbara Weldon, his dad, Timothy Weldon, and his girlfriend, Angela Wallace. Tim is a mathematics major. His favorite sports moment was beating Emory and Henry. Tim's favorite scripture is Matthew 7:13. Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate, and narrow is the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. After graduating, Tim plans to pursue a STEM graduate degree. Ladies and gentlemen, Timothy David Weldon. Our final senior is Joshua Wright. Josh is escorted by his girlfriend Ashlyn and his friends. He is a business management major. His favorite sports moment at BU was the comeback win against Emory and Henry in 2021. Josh's favorite scripture is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. After graduating, Josh plans to create something on his own while giving back to people. Ladies and gentlemen, Joshua Wright. Those are the Bluefield University seniors and fifth-year players. Bluefield University thanks you for your dedication, time, and effort to the university. We wish you well as you begin your next journey down life's path. And remember, once a Ram, always a Ram. Let's have one final round of applause for all of our senior players and cheer team. At this time, Bluefield University would like to take time to recognize the senior members of the marching band. I was a little early there, not quite yet. Attention Rams fans, keep up with the latest news, scores, and information on your favorite Bluefield University teams at www.burams.com. With easy navigation, it is your home for schedules, rosters, profiles, game recaps, and much more information on the Rams. You can also get the latest in Bluefield University gear and merchandise at the BU merchandise stand in the south end zone. Be BU proud and wear it well. You can connect with Bluefield University on social media at the Bluefield University Athletics is everywhere you are. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for all the inside information and news on the Rams. We also like to remind you to pick up a game program. You can get more information on today's game. Use your mobile device and scan the QR code for today's game program. The code can be found on your ticket stub. The link is also available at burams.com on the football schedule. And if you're not able to make it to BU athletic events, you can tune into the Rams Digital Sports Network for live streaming of BU games and matches. Visit burams.com for the link and follow along with a clear, crisp, high-definition feed of the action live or on demand. Do you have Ram effort? At the core of Bluefield University Athletics, Ram effort puts a focus on energy, faith, focus, ownership, respect, and teamwork in competition and life. Read about it at burams.com. We'd like to remind you that all proceeds from concessions tonight benefit the Bluefield University missions team. You can support Bluefield University Athletics and purchase a 50-50 ticket. Buy your ticket and we will announce the winner prior to the start of the fourth quarter. You can become a member of the Ram Club. Winning and creating a special environment takes time, money, and great student athletes. The Ram Club believes in and supports the mission of the athletic department as a fundraising arm of Bluefield University Athletics for scholarships, capital improvements, and program needs. Visit burams.com for more information, including member benefits, which includes special pricing for current students and recent alumni.
Can we use that for the crowd line if possible, just to make sure we announce? Is that possible? Not to bug you, but is that okay? I think it'll sound better. And what we can do is we can just turn that down a little bit, just in case that's picking up some too. How big will that sound from the audio? It'll sound, I think, just a... Sweet. Thanks again, Tyler. We would not be here without you.
Bluefield University would like to take this time now to recognize the senior members of the marching band. First, we have Timothy Gasperson, and he is joined by his parents, Tim and Lori Gasperson. Timothy majors in instrumental music education. His favorite moment is making the band dance before kickoff of each home football game. Timothy's favorite scripture is 1 Timothy 4:12-16. Let no one despise you for your youth, but set the believers an example in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, in purity. After graduating, Timothy hopes to find a position teaching music in a local school where he can install great character, life skills, friendships, and a lifelong love of music in each of his students. Ladies and gentlemen, Timothy Gasperson. Our next band senior is Morgan Haskins. Morgan is joined by Sherry Haskins, Will Haskins, Kate Haskins, and Sarah Alexio. Morgan is a biology major. Her favorite sports moment at BU was her first halftime performance as a freshman. Morgan's words of wisdom are, the people you surround yourself with reflect on you, whether it's good or bad. After graduating, Morgan plans to further her education in biology to become a clinical microbiologist and later study infectious diseases. Ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Haskins. And our final senior is Megan Woody. Megan is joined by Zach Herndon and Barbara Woody. She is a general music major. Megan's favorite moment is being a member of the inaugural marching band program and using the talents that God gave her. Her favorite scripture is 2 Corinthians 5:7. Walk by faith, not by sight. After graduation, Megan plans to get married, move into her now home, and help her family by being more involved in their business activities. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Woody. Bluefield University thanks you for your time and dedication to the marching band and the university. We wish you the best as you begin your next journey on life's path. Remember, once a Ram, always a Ram. Bluefield University Athletics